Little madness has entered the room all of a sudden. Morning, gentlemen.
Hello. Morning. How you doing?
Sam and Mark, who are the new presenters of the reinvented Cracker Jack.
We are indeed, yes.
How long has it been since it was on air?
Oh, 36 years.
36 years.
It's a long old time.
It's kind of
Oh, gosh, that makes me feel... I don't ever feel old, but that's a long time ago, because I remember watching Cracker Jack.
Yeah, were you saying like you knew the Stu Francis?
Yeah, I was the 80 to 84, the back end of it. Ooh, I can crush a grape.
Yeah, that's the one.
That was it for me. And when you say it, and you say it in social circles, you know who's in your age group.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, yes.
We're going to have a little look back, chat to you guys in a moment. Colin Patterson has been looking behind the scenes at an extraordinary programme.
It's Friday. It's 6 o'clock, and it's Cracker Jack! Get your voices ready. Come on, let's see you shout. It's Cracker Jack, Cracker Jack, Cracker Jack, Cracker Jack.
The time it's on may have changed, but little else has.
Such a lovely word is
Cracker Jack is back with the same mix of games, gags and gunge. New hosts Sam and Mark showed me round the set.
Cue the boys.
First day on the job, the most important thing, always give yourself time for lunch.
Ooh.
And explained why it had returned after 36 years.
It's just such an iconic show, isn't it? So it was like, it was just a bit of a no-brainer.
I don't even like spam and tuna. Yeah, who does?
CBBC suggested this to us and we were like, wow, an honour.
A massive family entertainment show is what we love doing, and this ticks all the boxes.
Ready, get set, go!
Starting in 1959, it was hosted by Eamon Andrews.
Oh, the ladies are leading.
What do you think of the show so far?
By the 1970s, audiences reached 8.5 million.
There's John over there.
With the contestants including the future Speaker of the House of Commons, John Bercow.
Time, that's it. Well done. Oh, yeah, he's got...
He lost. And then in the 80s, there was Stu Francis.
Oh, I could jump off a doll's house.
When I remember it, it was all about catchphrases. Are you inventing some?
We're going to try a few. I don't know if they'll be like... Yeah. I enjoyed your Who Wants to Be a Millionaire the other night.
You know we're on air now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, no. But you went another show.
Professional television presenters, there are 4 of them.
Are you familiar with live television?
Sorry. I was still thought that was on.
Shall we talk about your programme?
Yeah, we'll talk about yours after.
Not one on a rival channel or anything like that. Shall we do that? Okay. Are we giving cabbage? Are you giving cabbages as prizes?
Well, actually, it is in the final thing that we do, double or drop. We are bringing that back. That's the end game.
Because you used to win a prize or a cabbage, didn't you?
Indeed, yes.
Yeah, and that is definitely
Maybe
one
that
of
could
the
be
first things that
broccoli.
people asked.
Broccoli, healthy, yeah, good.
Yeah,
Cabbage is healthy too.
Yeah, true.
And is there did I see mess? Did I see custard pies or foam pies or something?
There's a lot of gunge going on.
Okay.
Yeah, we thought we'd bring it back. You know,
Can't go wrong, can you?
Kids TV, you've got to have a bit of gunge in there somewhere.
Yeah, I bet those health and safety people are all over you though, aren't they?
Oh, they really are.
Yes.
You gotta be careful.
Loads
these
of
days.
forms to fill in.
Yes.
Allergies, things like that.
that's true.
Oh,
Everything.
endless. Okay, so some new games. How good are you? Quick fire questions.
Well,
let's do
we'll
it.
see.
Let's do
Okay,
it. Splatterjack.
Yes. Splatterjack. What? Tell us what it is. Yes, so it's 2 parents on chairs, gunge above their heads. Kids have to answer questions. If they get it right, they crank them up, and whoever gets up there first gets covered in gunge.
Wow.
Strictly Come Dancing.
Strictly Come Dancing, you've got sticky notes on your body, you've got 30 seconds to get as many off as you can through the medium of dance.
You still have clothes on, yeah?
Yes.
Identity Parade.
Identity
Go on, you do
parade.
the
We've
one.
got 10 people in a box dressed up in different outfits. It's basically a memory game. They get mixed up. The kids have to remember who they are. If they remember who it is, they go up to them and pie them. If it's right, brilliant.
Some things, when you're talking about vintage TV series that you bring back, shouldn't change. So, if I win on your show, what do I get?
Well, Charlie, it's funny you should say that because we have got the Cracker Jack pencil.
There you go.
And it's a bit bigger than what
I was going to
we
say,
remember.
they used to be literally the size of pencils.
Yeah.
You need a big pencil case for this one.
Yeah, it's such a big part of the show. People do remember the Cracker Jack pen, the cabbages, the Cracker Jack pencils. So we wanted it to be a bit like a trophy. So this is what it is. So any kid that comes on and takes part in Cracker Jack will get one of these.
Do you know what slightly upsets me about? Because I'm kind of with you. Some things shouldn't change, right? There's nothing wrong with a pencil.
Oh, you agree?
A normal sized pencil.
Oh, you're saying this pencil's too big?
It works though, try it.
It didn't need to be bigger. It's impractical. You know, the Blue Peter chat badges never changed size.
It's actually quite hard
doing
to
it.
write with.
It is, but it does work though.
Look at that. Wow.
But
yeah. It's
that,
not
if
so
we can
good,
see,
that.
can we see that, Martin? Here we go. It's
good.
All I will say is that
It's quite. You
handwriting.
need to write like that. Don't you?
That,
It's two hands.
handwriting
like a rowing
is
boat.
actually it's better than his normal handwriting.
is it really? Well, there you go.
It's improved.
See?
You
There you go.
there's room for improvement. So I'll take it back about the pencil size.
Thanks.
There you go. There you go. So have how much prep is going into each episode?
Oh, none. Loads. Yeah, there's loads of people
Pressure,
working behind the scenes.
feeling pressure because you bring something like that back.
Absolutely. Well, on the first show, we brought back all the previous presenters, like Bernie Clifton, Stu Francis, Basil Brush, Don McLean,
Basil
Jan
Brush
Hunt.
came in all by himself.
Yeah, all by himself, like on this like magic carpet he came on. And they did a sketch with us, and it was absolutely wonderful.
One of the things
It
I
really
noticed looking through, the archive stuff we saw there is the presenters had fantastic outfits. In the early days, it was sort of flared, kind of 70s style, suited, of course. That was
Yes,
it in the
there we
60s.
go.
Yes.
Boiler suits.
Then you went into the kind of this era with the polo necks and the flares. Then Stu Francis brought on the. Look at that.
Matching.
Like Flash Gordon.
Is that making a comeback as well? Those
I am.
kind of-
Well, you've got a turtleneck on
This
right
is
now.
true,
so-
yeah. I've dressed like the milk tray man today, so yeah,
Stu
we're
Francis
bringing it
did
back.
the tracksuit thing, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Bless
yeah,
you.
we've not brought that back.
Wow.
Is
Is that all denim?
Yeah, there we go. That's what
Oh,
we
that's-
That's
yeah,
an even bigger
on the
pencil.
show.
That is,
Yeah, that one's bigger. Yeah.
You're
not happy about the pencils?
Not happy.
Lots of cabbages though.
Yeah.
Did they give you any hints, any tips, or just like old
know what?
stories? Like
Yeah, that's the thing. They were so supportive. It was so. It's a really special show. So that show's on tonight at 6 o'clock on CBBC, and they're in the audience. They stayed and watched the whole thing. Like Mark said, they took part in the sketch, and they were just so lovely. They were really supportive. They did give us sort of tips about it, and they just told just enjoy it. They have so much love for that show.
Yeah.
And it's good. I think they were happy with what we've done with it, and
Which was important to us, wasn't
yeah,
it?
definitely.
You want to bring it to the 21st century, but you don't want to take away the nostalgia that made it what it was. So.
spirit of it.
Indeed,
exactly.
indeed.
I'm quite glad and sort of disappointed at the same time that you didn't bring a custard pie foam.
Charlie,
thing
do you
in
want to
with
get
you.
some pies?
Not
He
really.
does.
I said literally in the same breath. I kind of like Bert Gladys.
Get Charlie on the program.
we'd love to
Absolutely.
get you on.
Charlie, love to do it.
100%. 100%. Thank
you very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Crackerjack, soon to star Charlie, begins today on CBBC at 6 o'clock, not 5 to 5. It can also be watched on the iPlayer.
That's all from us this morning. Back tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Have a good day.
This is the show that